Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about sex-linked inheritance. Now first we need to understand what is the meaning of sex-linked. You know that sex chromosomes are there in the fruit fly. We have already discussed about them while we were discussing the sex determination. That males in them, they have XY chromosomes and female they have XX chromosome. Now sex chromosomes, beside controlling the sex of the individual, they have other genes on them through which inheritance has been controlled. So if you talk about eye color in the Drosophila or in the fruit fly, it is controlled by the sex chromosomes. So we will talk about that sex-linked inheritance in the Drosophila. Remember, the females, they will be XX and the males, they will be XY. Another thing you must know here, the word hemizygous. There are some genes which are being there on the X chromosome, right? So females, they will contain pair of the alleles, contrasting alleles will be there in them for a gene. That's what we talked about in this chapter, because they are homomorphic, so they would be containing two alleles for a gene. But males, they have only one X chromosome. So that means the allele will be only one in number, right? So males, they only contain one X chromosome. That is why they are hemizygous for the X-linked genes. Hemi means half, right? With this trick you can remember, for example, if we are talking about eye color and red is the dominant color of eye in the fruit fly and white is the recessive eye color in the fruit fly, right? And if we are using the term, we are using a symbol W plus to define the red color and W to define the white color, then males which are white in their eye color, they will be represented by this genotype, and the males that will have red eye color, they will be represented by this. Because Y chromosome is not carrying any allele for the eye color. That is why you can see that males here, they are hemizygous. They contain only one X chromosome. They would be containing only one allele, and that one allele will be giving expression to them. This is important. Morgan was the name of the scientist who studied sex-linked inheritance in the fruit fly. Morgan initiated his experiments by crossing red-eyed female with the white-eyed male. Now, for the red color, always we have to use W plus, and for the white color, for showing the allele, we have to use just a W. So, females, they are homomorphic. You know that they will be written like this, and males, they are going to be written like this. Now, beside controlling the sex of the fruit fly, these chromosomes are also responsible for controlling the eye color. That was being proved by Morgan, right? So we will signify eye color by writing W plus, and here we will write just a W. This is important. Now when we will plot the Punnett square, the male gametes will be written here and the female gametes, they will be written here. So we can write it like this, and of course our individuals will be these. Always dominant has to be written first and then recessive has to be written. This is going to be our red-eyed female. This is going to be red-eyed male. This is going to be red-eyed female, and this is also going to be red-eyed male. That means no individual has exhibited the white color. Then Morgan initiated his experiments by taking this female and crossing with one of the male. So what he did, he took this heterozygous female and he crossed it with the male. And what his results were in this case? These are our gametes of the male and these are the gametes of the female. So you can complete your Punnett square by filling in the genotypes like this, and in the end you will find that what is the phenotypic expression of them. Here it has 2x, that means the expression is going to be female. 2 Y plus are there, of course it is going to be red-eyed. Similarly, here one dominant allele is there, the expression is going to be red-eyed. 2x are there, that means it would be a female. Here the expression is red-eyed because dominant allele is there, XY chromosome is there, that means it would be a male. Similarly, here it would be a male but with a recessive allele. So Morgan was quite confused by getting this wide-eyed male because he initiated the cross with a red-eyed female and a red-eyed male. How in the cross he has obtained this white-eyed male? This was a question to him. Now, if this wide-eyed male has the genotype of XWY, that means this Y chromosome would definitely came from the male parent and this would have come from the female parent. That means in this cross, this was sure that female was heterozygous for the eye color. Means the red-eyed female was heterozygous for the eye color. He wanted to prove this, and what he did, he took this female and crossed it with the recessive male. You remember in test cross, whenever we want to estimate the genotype of the F1, we always cross it with the recessive parent. So what were his results? He made a Punnett square again for the conclusions. Here x plus and here xy. So these were the genotypes. Here it will be XW, XW and XWY. So red-eyed individuals were 2 in number and white-eyed individuals, they were also 2 in number. So if we will simplify 2:2, it will become 1:1. 1:1 ratio in the test cross always signifies that the F1 is heterozygous. That means Morgan estimated the right thing. At last he made one more cross and this time he took red-eyed female, this female heterozygous one, and he crossed it with the red-eyed male. After crossing them, he got red-eyed female, red-eyed male, red-eyed female and white-eyed male. Remember, the female had the heterozygous genotype because of which this white-eyed male was received, right? So from female, this eye color has penetrated or inherited by male offspring. So see here, he initiated his experiments by taking white-eyed male, and this white-eyed allele, it penetrated in the female. That means from male, it passed on to female, and then from this female, it penetrated in the male. Means the inheritance was from male to female and then to male. This type of inheritance is known as crisscross inheritance that was noticed by Mendel in the dragonfly or Drosophila melanogaster. This sex-linked inheritance is very important. It refers to the sex chromosomes. Beside controlling the sex of the organism, they are controlling the inheritance of eye color as well. The white eye color passes from male to female, from female to male. This way is inherited, and such inheritance is known as crisscross inheritance. Hope this was understood. You need to rewind this video several times using your notebook and pen. Every time I'll suggest you to write up the crosses and then move ahead. This way you will easily understand. You have to prepare this topic for 5 marks. Happy learning. Stay tuned for next video. Thank you everyone.